welcome to Movie Corner.
Movie Corner.
No.
New name.
All right, we're going to start again. Okay.
Right.
Hello, and welcome to Aiden and Cooper's Movie Castle -- come on in, ! My name is fucking Aiden.
And I'm Cooper, and we're the only podcast on the internet about movies in a castle.
Yes, sir, that's true. That's true. We have a great real estate. That's something that other people don't have on us.
Yeah, no one else in America has our type of real estate.
Oh, man. Can you imagine when we go video? When we go video, it's game over. Everyone else is done.
I'm going to have to... Yeah, you're right, because it's like a moving castle, you know, and so they're going to see the backgrounds changing.
It's going to be
and they're
so
gonna be
fucking
like,
sick.
The episode's going to start in one place, and by the time it's over, they're going to be like, wow, they traveled.
Can you imagine?
That's
just
in a different biome.
It's just great production value.
Exactly.
And, I at this point, I think we're just keeping it from everyone else because it's going to trample every other podcast, and I don't know if we're ready for that quite yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So today we're gonna talk Gladys, and then we're also gonna talk a couple other things, mostly just Gladys and her film, Weapons.
I think it's the Halloween costume of the fall.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Should we maybe? All right, so I have a group of boys, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I've recently moved in with a group of boys. We're trying to think of different costumes to do for the boys.
Right.
Right now, the prevailing narrative is that we're going to do Ryan Gosling characters, all literally me's, you know? Because he does have some good options, you know? What if we were all just Gladys, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be so sick. We throw a hot college party and we're all Gladys.
We're talking about the movie Weapons if you don't know who Gladys is. But if you're on the episode you don't know who Gladys is, click off the episode. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we can give 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We can give
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's 4 of you living in that house though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you got the Fantastic Four, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Who's who? Well, that's not for this, I guess. That'd be the worst podcasting of all time.
Well, I mean, Jared has got to be the Human Torch, right?
Yeah, that seems right. He seems to be like especially the older.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's all of them. He's just as Quinn-coded, kind of.
He's the hot one.
Yeah, he's the hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, you have a game for me, do you?
I do, but I want you to do yours first.
Okay, so I just did a basic bitch game because last time I brought out a new game, But I kind of like that we're giving new games for each other. You know?
Yeah, I'm really excited for October because I think we will do horror movie trivia. I got the board game. It's not a board game. It's a card game. Maybe we can get the live audience to moderate it for us again.
Oh, that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. First one's Notorious.
Notorious, the Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Is this 30s or 40s?
40s.
40s. 43?
You know, wouldn't you believe I clicked off of it? 1946.
46.
My God.
All right. I don't know if I've seen that or not. I think I have.
You have.
I have.
The dog gave it 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
That's you.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay.
Not the dog from Fixed, though.
Not the dog from Fixed, dog. You wish, dude. That guy's awesome. Serpico.
73.
73.
Yeah. That's part of his great run.
Yeah, that's good work, young
Al
man.
Pacino's great run, starting with Godfather in 72.
This guy fucking knows ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. All right, I'm trying to give you some hard ones, but that I know you've seen. How about this one, Rumblefish?
Rumblefish,
the Francis Ford Coppola film.
Okay, that one.
That's a little harder.
That is a little harder. It's not. Is it? No. Is it 70s?
It is not 70s.
Okay. Is it 83?
It's 83.
It's 83.
It's
okay.
83.
Yeah, he had The Outsiders around the same time, I think.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Might even be the same year.
Let me see. Not the same year.
Not the same year?
Because I'm just clicking random years of things that you've seen, you know? So
yeah.
If you've seen The Outsiders, yes?
I have seen The Outsiders. Yeah, that's an interesting one, The Outsiders.
Okay, all right. We're gonna do one more.
One more?
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna go with the Mask.
The Mask. This is the Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a '90s movie. I know that for sure.
Yeah, it's a very famous kind of thing because Carrey. I think this is the year after Carrey hits us with the Dumb and Dumber and Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
This is 94, right?
This is 94.
94, yeah.
Well done, sir. Let me shake your hand.
I used to really, really love that movie when I was in like 3rd grade.
I mean, it's kind of Cooper coded. It's also just a really interesting movie. I recently listened to Blank Check is doing on their Patreon because they do franchises. They've made their own little franchise and they've made it like 90s kind of indie comics movies. So this and The Crow and Tank Girl and stuff like that. Dread and Spawn.
Hell yeah.
It's a fun series. So I've also ordered on eBay a little, it's in my possession, little mask toy where his tongue rolls out and his eyes pop out. Pretty cute, dude.
Yeah, I know he likes to call women smokin' in that movie, or likes to say smokin'.
Yeah, he does.
I think I thought that was like kind of cool.
It is pretty cool. Like this character is pretty cool.
All right, I'm gonna have you blind rank movies.
Oh right, yes, of course.
There is a theme between these movies. It's not anything like clever. I'm not doing a fast one on you or anything. All right, so the first movie is gonna be Dune Part 1.
All right, how many?
Oh, there's 5 movies. Sorry.
5 movies.
5 movies.
Dune Part 1.
Yeah.
And I have no clue what the theme is.
Yeah.
So I just have to say, all right, Dune Part 1.
I will write down your list.
I'm not ambivalent towards Dune Part 1. I think it's great. I think people underrate Dune Part 1. I think a lot of people are like, all the banger shit's in the second half. I don't think you have the second half of the first half. And I think it's a lot better than people think. And people think it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go 3.
3. Okay. All right. The Goonies.
The Goonies.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably something worse than the Goonies here. Goonies isn't bad. It's just like whatever.
I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since I was like
It's one of those
wee child.
Yes, I think me too. I think maybe a little. I've seen it a little sooner than you have. More recently, I guess. Yeah, it's one of my least favorite of the Spielberg produced ones of the 80s, the beloved ones. I'm gonna go 4.
4.
I just don't know what you're gonna throw at me.
Okay. I'll throw Hail Caesar at you.
Hail Caesar, that's gonna be number 2.
Number 2.
I would probably put that below Dune, maybe. But I think I could really fall in love with Hail Caesar over the years. I can see it happening.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2, that's going to be number 5.
All right.
It's going to be number 5.
Oops.
I wonder what the theme is here.
All right. And then my last movie for you is True Grit.
True Grit, that's perfectly fine going to number 1.
Okay, so
I'm fine with this. Your
list here is True Grit at 1, Hail Caesar at 2, Dune Part 1 at 3, kind of tough there, Goonies at 4, and Deadpool 2 at 5. I think that's all right.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Maybe you want to switch number 2 and 3, but besides that, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Any last guesses at what the theme is here?
Okay, read them to me again.
Deadpool 2, Goonies, Hail Caesar, Dune Part 1, and True Grit.
The 2 is particular there, yes?
Yeah.
Brolin.
Josh Brolin, that's the answer.
I did it.
All right.
And then it ties into our
conversation about weapons.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I'm proud I got that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was trying not to go like No Country or like Sicario. I think that would have been a dead giveaway. I was like, Goonies, that's a good one.
This is pretty fun. Maybe I'll do that for you next
Grit,
time.
That's a good one,
Yeah, True Grit. What do you think about True Grit?
I haven't seen it, actually. It's the only movie on this list I haven't seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, dude. I think you'd like it.
All right. It's Coen's. So.
I think that's my first Coen Brothers movies. I know it's my first Coen Brothers movie I watched. The Blankies had a little, on the Reddit, they had a little a survey you could fill out. Like, how many of these movies did you see in theaters? Because they're doing the Coens right now. How many did you see in theaters? How many did you see before the series? How many after? That kind of shit. What was your first one?
Yeah.
What's your first Coens?
I don't know. Like, first one I saw.
Yeah. Because True Grit's easy for me because it's PG-13 and
it's probably No Country.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's their most like Mount Rushmore movie, right?
Yes.
If you're starting with the big boys. You're starting with Pulp Fiction and shit like that.
Yeah. It's probably easy. It's No Country for sure. Yeah. I think the only one I've seen in theaters is whatever that one that Ethan made.
Drive-Away Dolls?
Drive-Away Dolls, yeah, because they haven't really done much in this
I didn't
decade.
see Drive-Away Dolls in theaters, but I did see the
No, wait, I didn't see it in theaters. I've never seen a Coen movies in theaters.
Really?
Right. Yep.
Did you see Tragedy Macbeth in theaters?
No, I didn't.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I have seen it. I have seen it, though.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't stick in my mind, but it was pretty to look at in the movie theater. It was cool to see in the movie theater.
Yeah. Speaking of a cool movie to see in the movie theater.
Fixed.
Maybe.
If only.
Yeah. All right, Weapons. This is the I guess second directorial movie from Zach Cregger.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, solo.
Yeah.
Because he's made 2 movies with his homie, his dead homie.
Yeah, Trevor Moore.
How much do you know about the Wise Kids you know?
Not much. I've seen a few skits.
Yeah. I kind of done a little bit of a deep dive on their sketches and seen some carryover or whatever. And
I keep seeing videos recommended by their YouTube channel that are uploaded like 4 days ago, and it's like Weapons is a sequel.
Yes, yeah. I saw that too.
Yeah.
Get your bag, I guess, but it's interesting to see that the sense of humor carry through and some of the topics and shit like that. It's interesting. I don't know. I want to watch The Civil War on Drugs, which is their micro budget movie that's an expansion of some of the bits that they've done in Wise Kids You've Known, And then they did Miss March, which is, I didn't know that they starred in it. I thought this was just a directorial thing, and they got the chance to direct a sex comedy or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they're in it. I'm interested to see it. How much of it is stifled, and if there's anything in there that's them. And then we have Barbarian.
Yeah.
And we love Barbarian.
We do love Barbarian.
And it's interesting to see how that movie ages. And I think all of the doubt that's kind of come around on Barbarian from people, like the average moviegoers, because there is this kind of narrative about the ending, like sucking and being too silly or whatever. And I think it's kind of gone away a little bit.
I would say so.
With Weapons, I feel like people know what his thing is now. It's not like Barbarian isn't this just like, this is a scary movie or whatever. Now it's this auteur brand, and you can kind of see, people can see the way that he uses tone,
Zach Cregger has a voice.
Yeah,
that
he
is what
sure
we're saying.
Does.
Yeah.
And
this is not a sophomore slump.
It's interesting to see someone get catapulted into the big leagues.
Yeah.
Before our eyes. Because Barbarian, it made a lot of noise, but it was mostly around the freaks, right?
Yes. And
it would go on Netflix, and people would discover it, and I talk to people, and they talk about Barbarian a lot more than other movies that pop like that, Because that movie does have the juice.
It does.
And so then I think this was just the right timing and the right pitch of the movie and the right kind of buzz and everything, and then now it's just like, this guy can make whatever he wants.
Pretty much. Barbarian's one of the... I mean, I know I've talked about this with you, but like one of the critical horror movies of the 2020s. I've talked about how I've seen something online since that movie has come out where people will refer to a horror movie that comes out as the Barbarian of this year. I've seen that in 2023 with Talk to Me and in 2024. And I know I've seen it this year as well with like Together, and I guess this one too.
Yeah.
So it's just become it's like it's a phrase now. This is the Barbarian of the year. Mm-hmm. It's in the zeitgeist like that.
Was Malignant the year after or the
No,
year
Malignant
before?
was 2021. It was
Okay.
it was a HBO Max movie theater. Whatever.
You're right. It was part of the In the Heights and
Yeah.
the Dunes of the world. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I see that along the same line, but Malignant has gone away.
Malignant has gone away.
Barbarian has stayed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because Barbarian is consistently entertaining throughout.
Yes.
And I think Malignant just has that amazing final act, and the rest of it is kind of interesting if you want to look at it as like as just like a performative kind of movie. Not performative, but going through the motions. It makes the ending stand out more, but I don't know. I don't hear about that movie too much anymore.
I don't either. I mean, James Wan has just had an interesting career, and that might be why. If some young guy made Malignant, maybe it would have more staying power, but it's a movie surrounded by 2 Aquaman movies.
Yeah.
So
right. Lost Kingdom.
Yeah.
Made money. Like, it made the perfect amount of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's something that
I haven't seen Lost Kingdom, but I'll never forget the time that I was flying home from somewhere, and I saw a guy on the plane start Lost Kingdom and get 5 minutes in and click off.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That movie's a lot about like United Nations of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good stuff in that movie.
What's the last line of the DCU? It's like he goes like booyah or something, and then the movie ends.
Something like that. Yeah, because that was after The Flash. Was that year?
Yeah. Yeah. Last one.
Yeah. So Weapons has this wonderful premise. 217. All the kiddos from one class.
Do you think we should have been recording this at 2:17 in the AM?
Probably, dude.
Yeah, it'd been cool.
Should we like stop this and come back at 2:17?
Oh shit, I don't know.
All right, he's not committed, folks. He's not committed. These kiddos, they walk up, they walk out of the room, they walk out of the house, they don't come back.
Do you think Zach Cregger knows what T-posing is?
I don't think he does.
That's good for him. Good for him.
I think so too, because you've seen the thing that he said.
He would probably
right?
be devastated to walk into a high school band classroom and see kids T-pose. I don't know if they still do that. I haven't been in high school in a while, but it was still a big thing when I was there, and I didn't really like that very much, you know.
I think it shows. I think it's
I
to
played
this
bass
movie's,
guitar. It was cool.
Yo, dude, sick, dude. It's to this movie's credit that it can get past both T-posing and Naruto running and still be like scary.
Yeah.
To the public. Because he was always going to be like, I didn't really give a fuck about that. I found that kind of an obnoxious thing, like in the trailer. That's a trailer joke, you know? Like a trailer comment section joke. But I really am surprised that it hasn't gotten in the way of people with this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just far enough away from the Naruto run stuff that it's fine. And it's just relegated to online dorks. I don't know. This is my favorite movie of the year so far, and kind of just by default.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is a movie that has the juice for me and is just exactly my shit and what I want. I don't know. There's not a lot of other movies like that. That is just so much just a part of me now. Just feels like it's just not made for me, but it's what I want movies to be, which is this big budget horror movie that like kind of is able to get away with a lot of interesting shit and is beloved by the people. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, dog. So we go into this movie. We know it's Magnolia. Okay, we've heard this said for the years now. Ever since Barbarian, he said, "My next one is a horror Magnolia."
Yeah.
And we say, what could that mean? And the mind goes into various places or whatever. And and when we figure out the premise of it, I assume that each of the 17 kids has their own little story, or a good chunk of the kids. All these kids run away. Something weird happens to every one of them.
That's what you expected.
That's actually what I expected.
That's crazy.
Not not until like when the marketing came out or whatever, the first posters and shit like that. But when we had the premise, I was like, all right, we're splitting up this movie into chunks.
Yeah.
And they're all going to tie together or whatever. If what if it's full anthology about what happened to all these kids or whatever? It's not that. It isn't that. That makes sense that it's not that.
Yes. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah. I was thinking about that just barely. I forgot that that's what I thought. How do you think it compares to Magnolia, brother?
I mean, it's not 3 hours long. Unfortunately, I wish it was 3 hours long.
That'd be kind of cool.
One of my things with this movie, and you can disagree with me on this, is I really would love if this was a miniseries. Like an episode dedicated to each of the people. Like, I love these characters. I think they're so interesting.
I think so too.
And the way that they're written, and I want to spend more time in this small little town in Pennsylvania and in this community. And I don't know, I would enjoy a miniseries version of this where it, I don't know, unravels with different characters and all that.
I understand that, but I think that's part of the crack of the movie.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, this movie is so incredible at giving you these characters at the very beginning, and you kind of get every single one of them at first.
I'm just saying, I want 7 hours of this.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand it. It's just like, that's just the magic of the movie, is that you understand fully what a character is, and until you get their side of it, and it completely recontextualizes it and everything they've done before, you know?
Yeah.
Like when Josh Brolin shows up at first, and when Julia Garner shows up at first, you're just like, I get this person entirely. And as it keeps going, it just feels like it's unfolding little bits of these characters, but it's so efficiently done. It's just like Josh Brolin wakes up, and then his wife says, like, I'm going to work, slams the door. He's in his kid's bed. He gets up. That's just so much about him. And then you have the wonderful scene about him fucking up a contract at his job.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, this movie knows the right amount to like sprinkle in characterization, or just like character scenes, and when it needs to be this tightly woven, everything ties in together kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think that's done best with the Julia Garner character, Justine Candy. With like, they don't bash you over the head the fact that she's like probably low-key an alcoholic.
Yeah. And
she's had like a kind of messy past with her career, which doesn't seem like it's been going for very long. She seems pretty young. I tell you though, I think one of the most unrealistic things about this movie is that her classroom size is 18 children.
Yeah.
My mom's is 30.
Yeah, my mom and my dad, they fluctuate, but I've heard, there's been some 30 classrooms. It depends on the classroom, and the school. But public elementary, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's not bigger. It's just like simpler, like.
I don't know. I mean, maybe 17 kids. I don't know.
I
mean, I don't know if he knows teachers like that. You know, he's probably just like...
He might not.
He's probably thinking when he was in 3rd grade, and he was like, yeah, there's 18 kids in my class. I'll just do that.
And it might be a smaller community.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter. It's just something I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. But I like what you said about the alcoholism, because the level to which characters in this movie are alcoholics kind of unfold as well. Because when she gets in to her car, and I love how this movie like uses filmmaking to like say like for like the perspective of the characters or whatever. You only really see what matters of the characters. So when Julia Garner gets in the car and she shuts the door, and then it cuts right to opening the door and she's at the liquor store, you're kind of just like, I get it, girl. You know, like that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And then she goes in, she gets the liquor bottle, that's fine. She gets 2 liquor bottles, it's not as wonderful. And then you get to the point where she's in the car and she's pouring the vodka into her big gulp and shit like that. And then we get Alden Ehrenreich's character, which I thought he was wonderful too. And I don't know, I just think it's great how they let these characters kind of be shitheels, and complicated and weird and angry, and really made it feel like this. Like the structure of it is to show just like communal figuring out of all this. Every single character has their own lead, and they're following it, and they're helping each other out even if they don't know it. And so it's this really satisfying structure where you're uncovering little bits of it, and makes you feel really smart piecing it all together, even though you're always just like exactly where the movie wants you. It's just a really nice feeling.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of movies that feel like this, where the script is just like you could just completely submit yourself to the movie, you know? But you said this movie, you said 2 things to me when we talked about it before. You said this movie isn't scary to you.
No, it's not.
And you said that this movie, you said that we need to learn how to shoot night scenes.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I think that I can understand the scary bit if you're not locked into it. You know, and I was kind of like getting myself into it because the theater was so righteous.
Yeah. And
the movie was like clicking for me on all levels. I do think it legitimately got me a couple times. And Krager, like the thing about him is that even above his screenplays or his performances or any of that stuff, is just like he knows what's scary. He knows how to shoot things in a way that most modern horror like filmmakers don't. And like I can't even think of other horror filmmakers that like work like this, like on this level.
Yeah.
With its set pieces or with its like individual just shots and scares. And one part that I loved was when Josh Brolin comes back from his nighttime escapade in his dream. And he goes into his own house after Big Gun, which we'll talk about Big Gun, I'm sure. And he goes up to his kiddo, and his kiddo he's got his Batman on, and he turns him around. And in any other movie, that's where the jump scare is, you know? And that's how we've been conditioned always. But then Josh Brolin, he just goes into a big monologue about how he's never been able to say I love you to this kid.
Yeah.
And then he gets some sort of like flashlight or something, and then you see this most terrifying face ever or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
my
just like,
Halloween costume.
Yeah, your Halloween costume.
Yeah.
It's just that in the little that kind of is a microcosm of why I love the movie so much. I think it's just like it has the most obvious option available to it, and then it chooses to be weird and messy and emotional, and then it gets your ass anyways.
Yeah.
I think that's what's beautiful about the movie. And the fact that the ending can be as silly as it is, and it can be like silly throughout, and it never really loses that. And I wonder why. I think a big part of it is just because of the premise. It's just so amazing that it kind of looms over the first act and the first like half of the movie, where there's not a lot of disgusting things happening in the first half of the movie. But you're always on edge, and there's just some sort of juice that this premise has that has regular people really interested in it.
Yeah.
In a way that most don't. I don't know.
I noticed, so you and I have all seen this twice, but I think I noticed a major continuity error in the second time I watched it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So when we get to the segment with James, the crackhead.
Yeah, we love him.
He is After he is attacked by the police officer and then released, it is pouring rain. Nowhere else in this movie is it pouring rain. This is the same day that Josh Brolin is doing research on the city area. And it's clear. It's so clear outside.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's not like a big deal or anything, but I kind of noticed that. I was like,
I wonder if there's an explanation for that, or if
I don't know,
just
maybe
owned his ass.
Maybe I owned his ass.
Dude.
Yeah.
So what, you think this movie was shot poorly when it comes to the nighttime scenes?
Well, we talked about this. You and I talked about how there are projection issues going on with this movie right now.
Yeah. And I wonder, so if you're making a movie like this...
And I'll tell you that it looked a lot better the second time I saw it.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. So it was a projector error.
I assume so, yeah.
But it is something where a lot of these dark movies, when I bring them home, it's not, like, it doesn't work because of that, you know? So I wonder if this movie is going to have a lot of people having that problem at home when they're watching it on Netflix or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. What's your favorite section of the movie?
My favorite section of the movie. I was thinking about this because I think the first chunk is my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, like just the Julia Garner shit. It's just the least popping for me because it's got a lot to do, and the stuff where it's has a joy to it is like in the Josh Brolin stuff and in the Benedict Wong stuff.
Really? I think the Benedict Wong section is the weakest of them.
Really?
It's 4 scenes.
I guess so, but it's just like...
It's the shortest of them, and it just, like, I know that it's like a major turning point for the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, it's the least fleshed out of all of them.
Yeah,
and
it's the least
pretty much
fleshed out.
only exists to be a major turning point and do nothing else. Whereas the rest of them, like, do a lot of characterization and are...
Yeah,
and it's tonally the least, like it becomes a stoner comedy for a minute with the James character.
So you don't like the James bit?
No, I do like the James bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's the Benedict Wong section is just the one that's...
The tone changes the least. And
it's doing the least out of the other sections.
It is...
Aside from the fact that it is a major turning point because it's the first real death in the movie.
Yeah, but that's like... I'm excited to see him run through the streets. Like when I was watching the second time, when I was getting excited, I was excited to see that Gladys cook. Yeah. Because that's where Gladys gets to cook the most, I would say.
You think so?
That's when she's going the most ham. That's when she's hamming it up the most.
Yeah.
When she's with James, who's the little kiddo?
Alex.
In the Alex section, she's like a purely demonic force.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, she's really good in it. Like the stuff in, like that section is amazing. When
I think that's the best section of the movie is the final.
The kiddo scene.
Yeah, the kiddo scene. Yeah.
I wouldn't fight you on that.
I honestly thought we were going to get another section for Gladys.
I'm kind of glad they didn't, but it seems like it would be a slam dunk, you know?
It seems like people tried it,
right?
Maybe, I don't know. It seems like people might have wanted that, though, because there's a lot of divisiveness around this final bit of the movie and the explanation of how it all comes together, and I do wonder if they had spent more time with Gladys as her own section, if maybe this wouldn't be so divisive.
No, I don't think this movie's divisive. That's something I gotta say. I think me and you were in a space where we get a lot of people bitching, but the beautiful thing about this movie is that it isn't divisive. This is like a 90% Rotten Tomatoes,
You're right.
like audience score, and this is like it's the normal kind of reception that comes from a movie being hailed as one of the best, you know, best of the year, best horror movie in a long time, that kind of shit. People get upset when it's not exactly what they want, and the fact, because that was something that when I first watched it, I'm halfway through, and I'm like, how are they going to pull this off? Like, what's the answer that they could give that would be satisfying to most people, you know? Because it is such this amazing question, and that's getting even non-horror people interested. Like, my dad is like, that seems legit. My dad hates horror movies above all else. And he's just like, that's a great premise. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the answer is really simple.
It is. I don't know. I just feel like everybody that has given this movie has been like, it's good, but what doesn't work for me is the end. That's what I've seen the most.
Yes, I agree
with
with
divisive,
that.
You're right. Divisive is the wrong word, but just like I'm saying, I think people would fuck with the ending more if there was a section for Gladys that would maybe, I don't know, clear things up a bit.
I think that takes the juice out of Gladys.
I agree with you. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think people are fucking crazy. I don't get why people are bitching about the end of this movie. I think it works perfectly.
I think it's beautiful.
And I don't need an explanation towards her, you know? I don't get where people are coming from. There isn't a single piece of criticism I've seen that's had me be like, I get what you're saying, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of people saying it's not about anything, which I think is weird. I think if The Shining came out today, I think they would say the same thing. Maybe not. The Shining is, you could say, is just like, he's an abusive dad.
Yeah.
This is an allegory for being an abusive fucking dad. But a lot of the stuff on the outskirts of that movie are strange, and you kind of have to feel it. But it's a great landing strip for theories and shit like that. So much so that it has this great legacy of those. And that was something I want to ask you a question. Is this the first movie to do a serious Shining homage with the Johnny Here's Johnny scene? This is the first movie to do a serious Here's Johnny reference. Like it actually trying to be like, this is
something that isn't Family Guy. Yes. I get you.
Yeah.
I mean, there probably is. I don't know.
It's just ballsy.
It is. I mean, yeah. If I was a director, if I was a young director like this guy, I would be scared to do that because you're fucking with Kubrick.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with Kubrick. Like
you're
that.
Putting yourself on the level.
Yeah.
You know, or
not to say that people don't, totally rip off 2001 all the time, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there probably is out there somewhere, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Right, because I mean, people can rip off Kubrick, but but when they rip off Kubrick, they're not making it super clear that it's Kubrick to the public.
Yeah.
If the real heads would know, but anyone knows that. Anyone knows Here's Johnny because that's one of the most famous things in movies. And so to put that at the end, your emotional ending of your movie or whatever is really crazy, and the fact that it kind of pulls it off is really interesting. A lot of my favorite stuff does happen in the last act.
Yeah.
Including the saddest thing ever made, which is him doing the soup can.
Yeah.
He can't do the can opener, and he fucks it up, and then he goes and he buys a pop tin. This is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's just like that. I could never do that as a kid.
I still have a hard time with it, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm glad he said that.
Hey, we're open about our struggles in the
solidarity,
kitchen.
Brother.
We're open about our struggles in the kitchen, but not open about our struggles in bed.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, for real. So it's just, this movie is cruel in that way, where it'll go there. It'll do those little weird, sad things that most movies would go away from.
Yeah.
Because it's just weird and messy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think I think this is a better movie than Barbarian, but I think I'd rather throw Barbarian on.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I think Barbarian is for the dudes. It's for the freaks.
It's a party movie.
I mean, it's not, and I don't mean the dudes as in like gender specific. It's just like that. That is a movie for the freakazoids.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that movie has restraint, where it doesn't show like the super sleazy underbelly that a lot of exploitation movies that it's like devoted to would.
Yeah.
That movie's weird, and if you're not on that sense of humor, that movie is bad.
Yeah. And
so, Weapons is the more miraculous tonal balance for me, and that's why I hailed it as a coming of Christ. First, second, third, fourth. I don't know how many times Christ has come at this point for me, but this is one of his comings.
Yeah.
Because of just like, I'm so fascinated with tone in movies, and I'm so fascinated with big studio movies doing weird things, and the common thread through most of that is like, it doesn't work. There are a few times where that works. They're not horror usually, when it's this kind of like, it's pretty incredible that they got people on board with this movie.
Yeah.
In the way that they are, and especially because it wasn't really written for that. I don't know, man. It's just, this is a miracle to me. And the stoner stuff is like on fire. That guy, what's his name? Do you know his name?
Austin Abrams, I believe is his name.
Abrams.
Yeah, he's I've only seen him in Euphoria. Yeah, he plays Ethan in Euphoria. Best character in the show.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've heard that from you, I bet.
Yeah, he's like the only character that's written like a normal person.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you told me that. I remember now.
Yeah.
And he's in the new Resident Evil movie.
He will be, yeah.
And he's just incredible. He's just the little thing he does where I think it's that little thing when he's thinking real hard. He's just so funny, and he never misses. This character is obnoxious in any other movie.
Yeah.
And with any other actor, and with any other kind of direction behind it.
Yeah.
And he's just like a powerhouse. And I love the stuff between him and Alden Ehrenreich's character so much.
Do you have AIDS?
Do we have? It makes me laugh so hard when he walks out of the police station, he sees them, and he fucking does a little jump and runs like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love how brutal it is when he takes him down.
Yeah.
And how nasty it is. Like, the punch is so gross.
Mm-hmm.
And all the stuff with the needles, and how it's like, how he's so much scarier when it's from the kiddo's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, the little glimpse we get of it. He's just like a spittle on his fucking mustache and shit.
Yeah. No, I like when he goes in the basement and all the kids like turn around. That shit had me cackling in the theater. Sorry.
So sorry. And then I mean that phone call, right?
Yeah.
That phone call should be on the Oscar reel, you know?
It really should be, yeah.
Because
I think we just need, I mean, the Golden Globes have their like comedy section, and we really do need a section for Will Poulter in Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah.
And this guy in Weapons.
They both should be there.
Yeah. If there's any time to have a comedy performance section at the Oscars, it's this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could probably throw someone in from Naked Gun, maybe the bad guy from Naked Gun. I don't know. The snowman from Naked Gun.
Snowman from Naked Gun.
Yeah. But I if so for my Aiden Awards, I'm gonna spoil, because we do our castles.
Castle Awards, yeah.
Castles. And I think I have two supporting performances from this bad boy, right?
Yeah.
You gotta. I think you just have to. Because you gotta get Gladys in there, and you gotta get Austin Abrams, right?
Yeah.
I didn't. It's so amazing how little Gladys is in the marketing of this movie. You know,
she's not in the marketing at all.
Really?
No.
I could have sworn that she's like in
this is like
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey in Seven, yeah.
How do you read Gladys, bro? Because there are ways to read Gladys.
Well, it's a witch movie. We don't get a lot of witch movies.
Yeah.
Isn't that rad?
It is pretty rad.
Yeah.
It's just, but did you have a moment where you were like, oh?
Well, what do you mean, oh?
Like, just like when it was like, oh, this is a witch movie. Was there a little bit of disappointment?
I don't think so. I don't see witch movies. When do we get witch movies?
Yeah, we don't get them often. And when we do, they're usually not great. But when I figured it out, and I'm like, okay, it's less ethereal. It's less of like this kind of wibbly wobbly emotional kind of thing or whatever. It's a fucking witch.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's not as original as I thought the movie was gonna go. But then that was gone in 30 seconds, you know, because that performance is just like, and like just like not anything. I just haven't seen anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
She's just amazing. I love how when she gets like her performance mode versus her stripped down like pure Baba Yaga mode.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love how she talks to the kiddo. Like the stuff of like go to your room without dinner and shit after his parents don't talk to him.
No talking tonight.
No talking tonight. That kind of stuff. Don't step over the fucking salt. Like the way that she talks to him is just like, this kid. I know the buttons this kids has because he's a kid.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. Is really, really scary and sad.
Yeah.
And but she's also so funny.
Yeah, she is.
And when she's at Wong's house, when she's at the house of Wong, she's killing. You know. When she's at the principal's office, she's killing. It's just, she's wonderful. That's all I have to say on the matter of Gladys. But oh no, that's not all I have to say on the matter, because like the lore of Gladys is interesting.
Yeah.
Because she says the thing like a touch of consumption, right?
Yeah.
And so people say that maybe she is a spirit that has gone into the ant's body. That's been around for centuries. Or I mean, I just assume that the ant's a fuck ass, because they say like the ant. Like, we haven't even, like, your mom hasn't even seen your aunt that much, you know?
Yeah.
So she could just be out in, like, I don't know, Florida or whatever, just doing crazy shit. Or it could be she's just possessed by this something or another.
Yeah. Yeah. Her powers aren't really explained. She has a tree that brainwashes people with a bell. Yeah. And then she has the thing with the salt. She's like, but like the thing with the brainwashing is different every time, because when she's summoning all 17 kids, she's like going like this. She's doing some hand gestures. Yeah, she's interesting. I mean,
I think about the Alden Ehrenreich, come on over.
Yeah.
Gesture all the time.
Yeah.
But that was something in the second, because like after I finished watching the first time, I was like, well, the rules are pretty clear about how it works. You know, you tie it around, you snap it, the guy goes crazy. But so if they're not snapping it, they don't move or whatever, and then you drop into the bowl. But then the second time you see it, that's not how it goes, because I mean, there's some parts that are really funny and sad when he comes home from school. His dad just kind of opens it up for him or whatever. So she's programmed with these guys to do little things. They're allowed, because at first when he comes home, they're allowed to be like, yo, how's school? That kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Is that Gladys like puppeting them to say that kind of stuff? Or are they allowed to have some sort of something breakthrough, like some sort of something in the noggins?
Well, who knows? Because when they go rage mode, their eyes pop out of their skull. And like Josh Brolin doesn't have that though, you know, when he goes under.
Yeah, is it just because of like how long he's not under for too long?
Yeah,
maybe you get more brain dead as you go along. Because that's kind of how the kids are.
That's what I'm thinking. Is you get more brain dead, but it's also, I mean, it might not just be brain dead, but it's the fact that those kids have been standing for 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months, and they're eating soup, only soup, haven't been outside. So
couple spoonfuls.
Yeah, too. And like when you first see when he comes home and the mom and dad are sitting at the table. And they're still talking. They just like their eyes are just bloodshot. They look stoned.
They look really scared too.
Yeah, and so I don't know. It's like It's like they're not in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're still there.
Yeah.
You think they? Yeah. So how much do you think their mind is awake while they're under that?
I mean, enough to obviously ask questions, but not be able to control anything. Do these people be going to the bathroom?
It's a great question. They're getting soup.
This movie could be grosser. That's what I'm saying.
It could be a lot grosser. I didn't think about the shit situation.
Yeah, shit and piss.
Shit and piss. But my boy David Elric, one of his things he said in his review is just like, there's something beautiful that we have a guy that's really smart and likes basements, mm-hmm. and that's what's beautiful about his movies. Is that you can be like, oh, they're so smart. All day of the week or whatever, but at the very there's just a scene in this movie where they're scanning from kid to kid, and then there's just a freak ass Gladys down there going, yeah, you know, like there's a haunted house quality to it. This is a movie that's playing in the sandbox of populist horror. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel better than that. It never feels better than that. That's what's so amazing about his movies. He's never like, I'm above horror. He's down deep in the horror. Mm-hmm. He's not like Peele out there being like, this is a psychological, like a social thriller or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's not like Eggers doing whatever the fuck Eggers is doing.
Right.
He's like, I like horror movies and mm-hmm. I've got ideas and I want to make them and they exist within like how horror has always been when it comes to like this big thing. Like this is as much indebted to Insidious and Conjuring as it is to The Shining.
Yeah.
And Rosemary's Baby or whatever the hell. Mm-hmm. And I think that's beautiful. And that's how you get new horror fans.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you get people to see your movie and rave about it. Is like if you don't treat them like they're stupid or too smart. Like, people feel stupid when they watch like the A24 shit. I think that's why it makes them so angry.
Yeah.
Is they're like, this is not how I've heard this is the scariest movie ever. Mm-hmm. I go to see it. It's about some depressed people.
Yeah.
And every once in a while there's a naked person, you know? And it's just like, we can fucking goon over that every day of the week. But there's a power to populist horror that a lot of people want. And they don't have. When they do get it, it's fucking... It's that dude that directs all the new Conjuring movies that I want to punch in the penis.
Well, are you talking about...
It's the dude that directed the La Llorona movie, and then mm-hmm. he got the Nun movies. And
I was just thinking of The Exorcist Believer, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Exorcist Believer is a movie that costs more than this, mm-hmm. and has a huge IP behind it.
Yeah, as a legacy character.
Still, that's Warner Brothers, right?
Oh,
No, that was Blumhousey. That was Universal. That was the next Halloween.
Weapons is another win for you, Warner Brothers.
I want to talk about that. This is crazy.
Have you seen their plan?
No. What plan?
So they have how they want to do movies from here on out. They want to do 12 to 13 movies a year. Mm-hmm. 2 IP, 2 DC, 2 animated, 2 like big originals, 2 mid-budget originals like this movie, and then something else. I can't remember what the other ones were. But that's like their plan.
That's kind of sick.
It is, yeah, and I think everyone should be doing that.
Because I think a lot of studios will have these, like Paramount's doing it right now. Mm-hmm. They're out there giving the PR.
Maybe
like
it was
press
two.
releases
Maybe it was two lower budget IPs. Like a Final Destination is like a lower budget IP. Yeah, like a Clayface. Well, not Clayface is DC, but like
you're right.
Like a big IP would be like a Harry Potter. Not that they're bringing back Harry Potter movies or anything, but like
that makes sense.
Something like that. I might be wrong though. I know that that's the plan. Something like that is. A
lot of people fucking press release the hell out of things and be like, "We want to strive for original filmmaking, so that's the future of cinema or whatever."
Yeah.
But then when you get around to it, then Disney can be like, "We're gonna push back Elio. We're gonna bring up Inside Out 2 because we won $1 billion this year." You know.
Yeah.
And then you look at the landscape, and then it's suddenly it's so easy to be like, "That's the safer bet." But if you have this kind of quota, your food pyramid or whatever, your little plate, and you have all your little your vegetables and your fruits and your fucking big ass meal and your little dessert or whatever, that's so smart. That's beautiful. I love that. That is wonderful. I hope that happens still. I'm very skeptical of it, but I do want to talk about this Warner Brothers year. Yeah. Because we started this podcast at the beginning of this run, and we had an episode about the duality of Warner Brothers when it came to
that's what it's titled.
Sinner. Yeah, exactly. The Sinners and Minecraft movie. And besides like Alto Nights or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like, have they missed? Besides Mickey 17, like we had the beginning scares or whatever, but the big headline is like it's like 7 movies that have done over 50 million opening weekend.
Yes.
And if you look at everything that there is, it is that whole dinner plate, right?
Yeah.
It's the little guys and it's the big guys. The fact that they got Final Destination's Bloodlines over 50 is amazing.
Yeah.
And the fact that they got Sinners over 50 is amazing. Superman hits. Superman is now laughing in the face of Fantastic Four.
It is.
And it's just like these are almost all of them are auteurish, no matter what scale they are at, and appealing to somebody. Like just this is kind of feeling that we of movies that we don't get anymore in some way. Can we pull up the list? I actually want to look through each one of them a little bit.
Of the Warner Bros. Movies?
Yeah, because I just want to see the run, because and to have Weapons and Sinners in the same year is an incredible flex.
Yeah,
and it's just like I don't know what you do if you're Blum right now. And maybe the Blumhouse era is over.
I think it is.
Maybe the small budget horror movies. You have the Shudder movies.
Dude, if you have to go onto the town and do collateral damage for why your year's been so bad, the Blumhouse era is over.
Yeah, you're right. And it's so crazy because it was such an easy fucking thing that they had. It was a beautiful thing that they did. If you throw a couple million towards a bunch of up and coming people or whatever, one of them's gonna hit, and that's gonna pay for all the rest of them. That's how comedy should be done. That's how horror should be done. You know, and they got so cocky to the point where they were like Halloween, Exorcist, and then like making franchises out of things, and then also being like really safe and predictable with the original things that they chose, like the teddy bear movie and the fucking pool movie.
Night Swim
and Imaginary. I didn't forget about them. I just think it's better to, you know.
But what about Cocaine Bear, My Beloved?
Oh, is that Blumhouse?
It might be.
It
seems like a Blumhouse movie. I could be wrong.
I knew it was Universal, but like, yeah, exactly. It's just like that vibe. They felt like MCU movies almost. That kind of the patina, you know.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at All right, so I got it pulled up. I would like to look at last year in comparison. Okay. See what changed. Okay, so 2024. We started off. There's carryover between Wonka and Aquaman. Wonka is a genuine hit. There's no way around it. Aquaman, like I said, is like the perfect amount of money it could have made because it was enough where they're not in hot water, they're not in the red, but not too much where they're like, now we gotta figure out how to fucking get Aquaman in here. You know?
Not a movie that people cared for.
No, not at all. Then they have The Color Purple, but that's not. That's 2023. So 2024. Got The Boys in the Boat. This is part of a deal with MGM and Amazon.
Yes.
So it doesn't. I don't count it entirely, but it's still like this is their version of what they're doing with Apple now.
Yeah.
So then we have Dune.
Okay, that's a hit.
Godzilla x Kong: A New Empire.
Made money.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Challengers. That's also with MGM. It's more of an MGM movie.
It's not really a hit, but it's a movie that's definitely stayed in the culture.
Yeah, so that's international theatrical distribution and worldwide home media. It doesn't count. I'll be better in the future, okay? So so it's Dune, it's Godzilla, it's Furiosa.
Right.
And that's a big bomb. And then you have the Am I Okay for Max, The Watchers. It's weird. That doesn't work. Horizon. That doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Twisters. Half works. Mm-hmm. Right? The domestic is great. Trap. My Beloved. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Works. Big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Is received fine. Joker Filet Do. Disaster.
Absolutely.
But you look at Joker Filet Do and you can see Sinners and you can see Weapons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's they just let Todd Phillips kind of do whatever he wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a Mickey 17. This is like that.
Mm-hmm.
Juror Number 2. They just kind of drop that. They don't do anything with that.
Yeah.
But good movie.
How many of these are award movies by chance? Are there any?
Let's see. Joker Filet Do, I think was their pitch.
But it didn't get nominated for anything.
And
neither did Challenger's got some, not Oscar nominations, but things elsewhere.
Oh yeah, it got zilch at Oscars, didn't it?
It got zilch at Oscars, but I think it did get something at the Globes.
But they didn't position it for Oscars at all.
No.
It was at...
Dune is their Oscar movie. Yeah.
Because Challengers was going to be... And Challengers and Dune were going to come out in November of the year before.
Yeah.
So those were their Oscar guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Challengers is only international, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, Dune is their only real big guy, and they kind of fumble that as well. And that's part on the culture, part on Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they don't got anything. But I don't think they thought of Sinners as an awards movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, let's look at this year then.
All right, this year we start off with Companion.
Mm-hmm.
And Mickey 17 and the Alto Knights. And those three are they're still in 2024 mode.
Yeah.
Where they don't know how to market these, and they're just not hitting. But then, all right, Minecraft movie, Sinners. That's within the same month. And then Final Destinations, F1, in collaboration with Apple. Superman, Weapons. And then we have, and then the next movies, Conjuring, One Battle After Another.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 2. Then that's their 2025.
I think their streak is going to end with Conjuring, probably.
You don't think Conjuring's going to do well? Do you think that's one of the things where it's just people don't care anymore?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, man. I talk to people and they're like, they're still making those. That's one of those franchises. People are like, they're still making that?
They're kind of in the Blumhouse, world.
They feel like that. One Battle After Another might... Maybe.
If they pull off One Battle After Another, if they pull off Sinners, One Battle After Another, and Weapons in the same year, they're the most goated studio of all time.
Mm-hmm. I really do think that the only thing One Battle After Another has going for it, for general audiences, is DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's one that...
The trailers are whatever.
Trailers are kind of whatever, but I don't know. It's easy to get hype around horror movies because you can be like, it's the scariest thing ever. People will just go see it, you know?
Yeah.
You can't really do that with a movie like One Battle After Another.
Because One Battle After Another doesn't have a premise. It doesn't have a pitch. And that's something that that's something that I was thinking about Craigers' movies, is that it's a gift to me because of I live and die off of pitching movies to people and to say you should watch this. That's how I get my kicks.
Yeah.
And both Barbarian and Weapons, you can pitch without saying anything about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can say the 2017 thing, and people are in, and I haven't said anything about the movie.
Yeah.
And Barbarian, you can say they double booked an Airbnb, and the other guy is Skarsgård.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a basement. That's all you need to know. You don't know anything about that movie, you know?
Yeah.
So many other movies have to be pitched with and then this happens, and then this happens. It's the trailer problem of if there's the conundrum of you don't want to show us too much in your trailer, but also how are you going to get people to see the movie if it's not that?
Yeah.
And it's just One Battle After Another doesn't have that kind of a premise. Sinners kind of does. It's just it's a horror movie with these people and with this. It's a vampire jazz thing. It's not jazz, blues thing. And that's crazy. And if people say it's fuck, but the thing that got Sinners where it is the critical reception and the audience reception.
Yeah.
So I didn't really hear a lot of rumbling around that trailer from people that weren't like us, that were holy fuck, Michael B. Jordan with a Tommy gun with the fucking IMAX expanding ratio and it's set to fucking clipping. That's sick, you know?
Yeah.
One Battle After Another doesn't have that trailer even. Not much really, but it's still, if that movie is beloved by critics and for some godforsaken reason the people like it too.
Yeah.
That movie is going to make a good chunk of money.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could do it.
Yeah, I do wonder if it's maybe an awards movie for them, and that's kind of what they're hoping that'll be. What do you think about... So, I can't remember. Did Mortal Kombat make anything? It was COVID.
It was COVID. It was the same year as Dune. And
yeah, but it was earlier in the year.
I think it made okay money, but that movie is...
Because that hasn't stayed really in the culture at all, and there's this new one coming out that frankly looks really bad.
It does look really bad.
And I don't think that movie's going to be much of anything. I don't know if they expect it to be much of any... I don't know, maybe.
Let me see. How much did it make? It made $84 million.
Okay.
At a budget of 55.
Oh, that's not great.
But it's 2021.
Yeah, it is 2021.
And so that's pretty good for a 2021 day and date movie.
It is.
Especially, I don't know. So here's what's up with Mortal Kombat for me. Do you know, have you seen the first Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah.
Like the 2021 one?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that they didn't do the tournament in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it pissed a lot of people off that they didn't do the tournament and it didn't rock. Like the trailer looked good for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was really hyped about the trailers for the first one. And the fact that this movie has a bad trailer and is trying to make it look more of a normal like video game movie is a bummer to me. I don't know, man. But maybe because it's making itself look a lot more normal, maybe they'll get more people. And people love those games, and they love like fan servicey kind of shit, and that seems to be what they're going for in this new one. But I don't know. Does that trailer get people hyped? Like anybody?
I haven't really seen many people talk about it. Not that I'm super online anymore, but I haven't. You know what? I haven't seen it in a theater.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw it before Sinners. I mean, not Sinners. I saw it before Weapons.
Yeah, I didn't see it before Weapons.
It looks really bad in the theater too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when Raiden, I think, is like zipping around in the Nether realm in the fucking lava zone.
Yeah.
It looks so bad.
Yeah.
It looks really, really bad. And that's a bummer. It's just like, because that's a movie I would take my boys to.
Yeah.
Because my boys, they love the Mortal Kombat and they love just disgusting gore when it comes to action and shit like that. It's a bummer to me. And I think the day of Predator Badlands and The Running Man, that's the dude, bro, weekend that we deserve, you know?
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
That is.
Do you think Predator Badlands is going to be good?
No.
Oh, bummer.
I don't know. I don't think it looks... I don't think it looks great.
It looks weird.
It does. And that comes as somebody who is like... Predator Killer of Killers is in my top 10 for the year, probably, you know?
That's so sick.
So, at least there's that.
We're just set up at our new place. I'm going to put that bad boy on. So.
Do it, man.
But before that, I want to watch Alien Earth, dog.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard it's real
They were
good.
promoting the shit out of that at South by Southwest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I think they were doing something with it there.
I've heard they're naughty towards Prometheus in this movie, the show, though. But I'll manage, I think. I would really like to see a good Alien Earth show now. I'm getting excited for it where I wasn't before. I'm sorry, it's weird. I want to talk more about weapons. I just can't. I'm trying to think of what there is to talk about. Like that, I'm sure there's a lot.
Talk about the AR-15.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
The AR-15. So this movie, my sister came out of this movie and is like, it's about school shootings. What do you think about school shootings when it comes to this movie?
I think there's an argument to be made that it is.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see something like that. Kids being bullied, you know?
Yeah.
And before...
Oh, interesting.
Before... He's being bullied by Josh Brolin's son. That's like one of my favorite little details.
I loved that too.
Yeah. I mean, and until Aunt Gladys shows up in this, for all you know, it's Alex's fault. Because you know Julia Gardner's safe. You know Josh Brolin's safe. Before she shows up, Alex is the suspect for the audience.
You do.
Yeah.
So then... Oh, interesting. So I never thought about that. I've never heard that said, like online or whatever. I've been reading a lot, and that's good. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So this quiet kid is getting picked on or whatever. There's something at home that's driven him to this, to get to the point where he's like, if it makes it stop, I'm gonna fucking like get all my classmates as little name tags, you know, and feel responsible for that. That's interesting. So what do you think Gladys represents there? Just like the force that's like making him do it, or like mental illness?
I mean, I think Gladys represents something else. I think a movie can be about more than one thing. You know,
you're right. And
there is a school shooting read, but I think the Gladys stuff is more like about child trafficking to me.
Oh.
Like a creepy old person is like taking these kids and sucking away their life force.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. You could read something about that.
Yeah, you sure could.
I don't know though.
You could just
Craigor's
look at it as a great tragedy that's over the town, like a representation of that.
I think there's a read of this to be about how we treat teachers. You know, I look at how they're blaming candy for stuff, and I think about how teachers in our state aren't allowed to say certain words in classrooms now.
Yeah.
And are blamed for, you know, teaching their kid about woke or some shit or whatever critical race theory, which isn't even fucking real. Yeah. You know, shit like that.
My dad was at a school where parents got blamed for kids like suicide.
Yeah, and yeah, we had I know I'll keep it vague, but I know that where my mom teaches, there was an incident last school year where a teacher was wrongly accused of something and didn't come back. Yeah, it was a prep teacher, it wasn't a real teacher, but things like that, you know. And I think there's that read to be had with the movie.
Mm-hmm. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this movie. That's what's cool about this movie is that it's a lot more complex than just the internet take of it. Mm-hmm. Like usually there's movies like this, the internet consensus comes out pretty quickly, and that's why something like this or like Eddington. I thought about Eddington a lot with this movie. Feel more interesting and have more depth to it because there's a lot more room to play around with that kind of stuff. Because there's a lot of intention in this movie, but it's not directed towards something, and that's why I think Eddington and Weapons both being accused of not being about anything are coming from a similar place. Because these movies both feel like reflections of a feeling of living in the time now. Yeah. And Weapons is more personal because it's what he's going through after the death of his friend. Yeah. And but he's using these kind of imagery that everyone's been living with for so long. And so, the things that the subconscious can do is crazy. You know, they're crazy. And so you've heard the stuff about Craigor, like what he said about that kind of thing. Yeah. The movie, because he's just kind of going like the line of just like I'm doing like how Lynch does, where Lynch doesn't think about it when he's writing it, he's feeling it, and that's why it means so much. And that's like he's saying if I try to dissect the AR-15 in the sky or whatever. It would lose its power to me. Yeah. But I wonder if Kubrick would say the same thing if he did talk about that kind of thing, you know? Yeah. Or if he would be like, it's all there. It's all there. You're just too dumb to fucking see it. Maybe it's just like we've never had someone like this talk so candidly about its process. I don't know. I think this movie would be a lot less special if he was just like, it's all there, figure it out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's something fun about it being like being for the people as well as like not the feeling as much as a passion project as even though it is. It feels like it's something for people to talk about and to have different reads about and to mean something for different people. And the fact that it's so specific in ways but also so vague in others is the perfect match recipe for something like this to be talked about for a long, long time. Yeah. I thought about Stranger Things a lot while I was watching it, actually. Oh, yeah? Why is that? I'm just rewatching the show right now. I'm, getting ready for this final season. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, suburban terror. Yeah. What do you think about that show? I love that show, dude. It's maybe one of the shows I've seen the most in my life. Oh, sick, dude. Love it. I've really been, gotten really pessimistic about that show over the years. Everyone has. It meant a lot to me when I first saw it, the first season. Everyone has, and I don't know. I think it's kind of silly, people turning on the show. I don't really get why. I don't really see it. I mean, it's kind of like turning on The Force Awakens or fucking Super 8 or whatever. It's just like, what is it, rot? What do you mean? I think it's just like it represents a lot of this kind of nostalgia porn and things like that. And, you're right. And this idea of just like taking just influences over anything else. Sure. I don't know. I think that... Then are we allowed to have period pieces? Are we allowed to have that? If it's just going to be... If we're just going to be like, well, it's just nostalgia bait. Are we allowed to then? I think we are. I think there's a level to it. I think that there is a... That movie, that show is pitched as... We saw the fucking pitch deck. The show is pitched as this meets this, they meets this. Yeah. And so is Weapons. Yeah. Right? But Stranger Things feels a lot less specific and individual. It feels more like it's like, this is our play on this is our play on that. This is our love letter to this, love letter to that. And then characters never felt super specific to me. They always felt like conduits. Mm-hmm. And... I mean, I loved Super 8, and I loved the first season, so I think there's a place for it, but it's when something becomes, like, the most culturally significant show is going to be picked at a lot more, and I don't know if it can be picked at without it falling apart.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it in a long time, so that's just what I remember in my head.
I don't know. I always relate to those characters. Like every season, I'm like, I feel like these. I just get them. I get them at all times. Yeah.
Well, it's cool. I think it's worth it. Because when's they're doing the thing of all the holidays.
Something like that. I mean, the show has always revolved around holidays, though.
But you know the release strategy, right?
Yeah, I do know.
It's crazy shit.
4 episodes on Thanksgiving, 3 on Christmas, and 1 on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not presumptuous. It's just like we can have these holidays.
Yeah.
And that's like to say, because like Wonder Woman and Soul had Christmas or whatever, and things have Halloween, things have Thanksgiving, that happens. But to say you got all of them is kind of cool, kind of badass, a little obnoxious, a little full of themselves, but
it's the last time they're doing
they can afford it.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
If the people like show up for them, that's what they wanted. So I wonder if I should rewatch. There's so many other shows though, is the thing, but it is such an important cultural object.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I really wonder how they're going to pull it off, and I really am interested to see if people are receptive to it, or if they'll just clown on it because the kids are old.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think kids are fine. They're fine. Yeah. People dunk on the show for it taking too long, but COVID, writer strikes, she would have been done 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. If those episodes were all 2 hours long, making 8 movies, come on. I don't think they're all 2 hours long, but you know, those episodes are fucking long these days. All the episodes in season 4 and then these new ones.
But is that a good thing?
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of characters in this. It got tied all up.
I guess you're right. It just feels like self-indulgent, but it doesn't really have, like, it's not the thing that I want to be self-indulgent, I guess. But like I said, like, you have a connection to it, and you have just watched it all, and I am going off a memory of years and years ago. So, what have you been watching? I only have watched like one movie outside of the ones we're talking about today. Oh, I gotta fucking talk about Fixed. God damn it! All right. So Fixed. How much do you know about this movie?
Not a lot. I haven't seen the trailer. I just know what it's about.
Okay, so Jenny Tartakovsky, he's a master of animation. He did a lot of the classic Cartoon Network shows: Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, Clone Wars,
Hotel Transylvania.
Yes, exactly. So then he got his chance to direct when Sony had this Hotel Transylvania thing, and they bought the fucking idea, and then they lost like 2 or 3 directors. He was like the last one brought on, and he saved it. And he created a franchise for it, and the place where like even Adam Sandler was like a Sony Hail Mary at that movie, and Adam Sandler didn't give a shit about that movie, and then when it was a success, he gave a lot of a shit about Hotel Transylvania 2. So the first Hotel Transylvania is a lot of Jendy in there, and he really innovated with the animation in that movie, and that movie has kind of a trashy sense of humor, so a lot of people don't take it seriously, but it looks amazing, and I think it's got a lot of juice. And then Hotel Transylvania 2 is a lot more of the animated Adam Sandler movie. But then in between 2 and 3, he makes a lot of headway on a Popeye show, movie. You know about this?
No.
So they made this beautiful looking test footage for a Popeye movie in 2017, around there, 2016. And because Jenny's already always loved that, and it looks pretty great. And they cancel it for the Emoji Movie. That's what happened there. And so Jendy's been on this streak of like, if I make another Hotel Transylvania movie, will you let me make my thing? Will you let me make my Popeye? Will you let me make my Fixed? Yeah. Because Fixed has been something he's been wanting to make since the 90s. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So Fixed is a movie about a dog that is horny as fuck, and he likes to hump everything. Yeah. And so his parents say you're gonna get, like, they're gonna take him to get fixed. And so he has one last night on the town, fucking and sucking and using his balls as he would with his boys. And this is a movie that feels very indebted to like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life. You know, that kind of gross out humor of the 90s where they're always pushing the envelope. And this is like, they talk about it in the movie. It's like, what if the fucking dog catches the car, or if it catches the squirrel, what does it do with it? Yeah. Because this is a movie that is like, how far can we take it? And they're now able to take it as far as they want. Because I think that Sony is just like, we've canceled your Popeye movie, and we owe you everything. So fine, we'll give you the low budget 2D animated movie that you want to make, and a 2D animated Jenny Tartakovsky movie that has no oversight is like my dream come true. Mm-hmm. It's just a fucking bummer, and it's so funny that this dude's Megalopolis is about dogs as assholes and balls.
Yeah.
You know? And this is one of the worst scripts I've seen in a while. It's really not funny.
Yeah.
And it's very broad in a lot of ways, and very like kid movie in its structure and its themes and shit like that. But then just ended it with like the most obnoxious shit ever. It does make Sausage Party look a lot more prestige, because Sausage Party has things on its mind at least. I don't know. It's trying to be an adult comedy. This one feels very juvenile in what it is, and anything that works in this movie is just because of the animation. And the animation is really expressive, and it's clear that he hired a lot of people to like go crazy on 2D animation and character animation, and that's where this movie like is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anything else in this movie is awful, and it's really sad to see. There's not a lot of people that get to make their magnum opus or the thing that they've been chasing for so long, and it's like this.
Seems to be the consensus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and what was amazing to this movie is that it's so assured. Mm-hmm. It assumes that you're in from the get go. It doesn't ever try to convince you about the movie that it is. It's like it's almost like it's pretending like these movies have existed for a long time, and it's just another one of them. Not like as like fixed as a franchise, but just like this kind of humor, this kind of like animated thing or whatever. I don't know, man. It's really strange, and gross.
Yeah.
And I'm usually like for that. Freddy got fingered.
Right.
I'm on your side. Mm-hmm. You know? And so if someone's making this kind of thing, I wonder if it'll get reclaimed ever, because it does look great, and it is this kind of auteurish thing that would get reclaimed.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's just a resounding no from almost everybody.
That's interesting.
I don't know. It is really interesting. And this was the first movie I watched in my new apartment.
Wow.
I signed up for Netflix for this.
Damn.
Yeah, dog. And I watched it, and my friends came over. They're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. I explained to both of them the trajectory of Jenny Tartakovsky's career. Yeah. They let me go, but I got a lot of flack for that choice.
Wow. Well, they don't know that it's for this podcast. So
I did
they don't
tell
know that
one
it's
of them that it was for work.
All right. Hey, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, the Gen Z canon isn't out yet. Yeah. All right. It's coming out next week. Mm-hmm. So, but Hotel Transylvania is on that list. All right. It's a spoiler. But today I questioned the list.
You questioned the list?
I questioned the list. Today my sister moved into her college dorm. Mm-hmm. We took her up to Salt Lake, up to the U, got her all moved in. On all the doors they had the names of the people that were in that room. You know, so you know what room is yours. Yeah. And the entire building was Lorax themed. So they had. I took a picture. Fucking right. I took a picture.
I might be on the wrong side of history here. Jesus Christ.
So that's my sister's right there. Is the fish.
Good. The fish is the best get.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what my sister was saying. But the whole time I was like, God, obviously I think I was a little too old for the Lorax when it came out. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But it's never been my movie. But I was like, fuck. Maybe this is for people a little younger than me. And maybe I should have put it on the list.
I mean, when we were discussing the list.
Yeah, because Lorax does have a bit of a...
Your sister and your girlfriend were in the house.
They were in the house for Lorax.
They were violently angry at me. They were actually having a debate, and I wasn't ready for the debate, so I looked like an idiot. Yeah. But I think that movie is despicable, and maybe that's just a carryover from when I had takes.
But you know what I realized though is that the Lorax is it's got meme quality to it, which is one of the big things on that list is its memes.
Most of the movie is embarrassing. The humor is embarrassing. The fish saying Mission Impossible.
But it's not the humor in the movie. It's it's how Mr. Business looks and putting some shit over him that says malignant balls or something, you know?
Yeah. O'Hara is great. Mm-hmm. The Lorax is great. The Wensler is pretty great. As iconography. Yeah. The fact that Taylor Swift is in it is funny. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that movie has one of the funniest things of all time is that it's a musical and Taylor Swift doesn't sing.
That is crazy.
It's
yeah.
really funny.
That's
she's like one of the few characters that doesn't sing.
Yeah, come on, and she's popping off at the time. Why aren't you utilizing Taylor Swift?
Exactly. It's really weird.
All right, I gotta talk about the movies I've watched.
Yeah.
Well, I got to my Ma movie of the week, which is between two movies. I could see Ma having a pretty good part in Weapons.
She could.
Yeah.
She could be really angry at Julia Garner.
She could be.
Or she could be in the house. She could just be Gladys.
She could be Gladys. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my other Ma movie might be Hateful Eight. I think she could have a real good part in this movie. The
Hateful Nine.
The Hateful Nine.
Or are you replacing someone?
I don't know if I would replace anybody. I think I don't know.
You just want her in a corner and be like,
I kind of do. Well, I just kind of think so. There's a point where Channing Tatum's character, it's a flashback, and they go to raid the hotel little thing that they're staying at. Mm-hmm. And I could see Ma being like one of the people that works there, you know?
Yeah.
And having her, she could have like a what the fuck moment and then get killed or something, you know?
That would be awesome.
But I could see a place for Ma in the Hateful Eight, whether she is one of the bounty hunters in the movie or whatever, you know? Mm-hmm. I actually realized that this has been an interesting week for me because I've watched 3 movies that are kind of doing the whole thing that Weapons is doing where you're jumping around in the timeline.
Oh, cool. Did you watch Sorry Baby?
No, I haven't seen Sorry Baby, but Hateful Eight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch that where you're going back in the story with different characters, kind of different perspectives. Weapons.
Yeah.
Talked about Reservoir Dogs.
Hey.
Yeah.
I saw your Reservoir Dogs rating.
Yeah.
Talk to me, baby.
I don't find it funny. I really don't. There's a point where Mr. Pink is trying to bitch about being Mr. Pink, and it's just not working for me at all.
That's not pretty bad.
Yeah. It's supposed to be funny, and I don't know. That's never been one that I love.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I haven't seen it since I'm watching everything phase.
Exactly. Yeah, I hadn't seen it since then either. It's still good though. Like, it's still the same rating it was when I first watched it. Really? I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
So. Because
that seemed like a 3.5 for like a certified classic is a rude rating usually. Like it's more angry than I have for something that's like 2 stars, but it's like a normal movie. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah.
And so I wondered if that was the case, but it seems just like there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work for you.
I just think I know that what he's doing is very innovative for its time,
mm-hmm.
but I think everything that he does in this movie, he has done better later.
And you like Clerks better.
I do. Like that. Yeah.
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 It makes sense. It's just not your brand. Like mm-hmm. that's just not your flavor of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Your sub flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I don't know. There's something in the Tarantino talking about like Madonna stuff is just like the amount of times I've had that conversation with someone on campus. Not that exact conversation, but something like that where I'm just like, oh my fucking God.
The Big Take, the fucking edgelord.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other movie I want to shout out is a movie called Mustang. It's streaming on Canopy. It's a Turkish movie.
Hello.
That's about 5 orphans who are living with their uncle who's a piece of shit, and they look like it's like a strict household thing. And it's like it's like a Virgin Suicides kind of coming of age movie. It's like Virgin Suicides without male perspective. So for anybody who's pissed off about the male perspective in Virgin Suicides, feel free to go watch Mustang on Canopy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will, maybe.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I saw Game Night again.
Yeah.
Have you seen Game Night?
No, I haven't.
I think you really dig Game Night, dog.
Do I have to be a gamer?
No, you don't have to be a gamer. Do you play board games?
Not really. I
think it's just like the best.
I love Clue.
One of the best. Yeah. I mean, this is a very Clue kind of thing. It's just one of the better made comedies of the millennium.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say. I think you got this shit beforehand. It's like more like it's just like they made a real movie.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It has like visual ideas, mm-hmm. and it's just like really well constructed, and it's just got like a banger cast, and none of them are really slacking off, and it's just got a really, really sweet kind of story behind it. It's just simple and wonderful, and it's just really, really clever, and it hits. And it's going to be one that I put on more for people, because I put on for my family, like, just out of nowhere, and I was just like I gave them a flow chart.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, you wanna cry, you want sad, or do you want laugh? And then they chose laugh, and I say, you want physical comedy, or do you want a script kind of thing? And they said script. So I had 4 options, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it blew them away. It was just like the best. Like my dad and my mom were just like howling, laughing, and it was just a wonderful thing. It's just what I live for, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a good one to have on for that. It's just a really good one to put on at a party or something. Just like with normal people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's But it's weirder than that. It's the perfect amount of weird, and it's the perfect amount of violent and gross, but also really, really sweet. And it's just like Rachel McAdams is killing it in this movie. Jason Bateman's killing it in this movie. You know who's killing it in this movie? Jesse Plemons.
When is he not?
When is he not? Exactly. But have you is there any time where he's like full on like comedic? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of rocks. I don't know what to tell you, man. But that's the only movie I saw. Like, I saw it like Weapons Sandwich, and then where this was in the middle, and then Fixed at the end. Fixed Chaser.
Yikes.
Yeah. We got to talk about Freakier Friday. I'm gonna see that with my mom sometime. Maybe It's back to school, so I might wait till it's on Disney Plus. But that's doing okay. Like, Weapons is eating its lunch, but it's like Freakier
Friday did more than it was projected to make.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like good.
Solid, I guess.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
I don't know. I don't think I'm seeing that one. So
okay, I'll let you know.
You'll be on your own for that one, I think.
And then what's coming out this week?
Nobody 2 is coming out this week.
And there's something else. Americana. Whoa, full on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 35th anniversary. They're getting like 4 screenings at AMC on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are apparently showing up to that one.
It's interesting. Hey, do you like those ones?
It's all right.
Oh, it's a fucking Fathom event. Damn.
Well, our next episode will be the Gen Z film thing. It's part one of who knows how many.
One of, if not my favorite episodes that we've done, I think.
Yeah.
Some incredible tangents, it's just like us in our wheelhouse, I think.
Yeah. I think it's Aiden his wheelhouse. That those movies aren't like something I have a huge connection with.
I don't know. Yeah, we killed it, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun, and yeah, we gotta figure out when to make the other one.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how we want to do it.
All right. Thank you for coming to our beautiful castle.
Yes, and we are on YouTube still.
We are still on YouTube.
Still on YouTube. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. Get the fuck out.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.